également. Et le doctorat honoris.
What does this title conferred by Sciences Po mean for you and for your career?
So I would say, first of all, that to receive this honorary doctorate is a thrilling event for me because it represents the fulfillment of a childhood fantasy of being recognized in France, a fantasy that I thought could never be fulfilled because of my long, deep involvement with la pensée française. I've been very much influenced by French critical theory from early on in my career.
Professor Helen Wallace, what are your impressions today?
It's a particular pleasure to be in Sciences Po, partly because I've had many contacts with Sciences Po over many years, so it's a familiar house, but also because it's been an institution which has always valued the relationship between research and practice, between those who teach and are university people and those who go into live politics.
You wrote about feminism, private-public distinction, the history of legal thought. Could you please elaborate on the relationship, which I think is central to your work, between law, domination and possibilities of resistance?
Thank you for that question. So yes, it's true that in my work, the question of the relationship between law, domination and resistance has been the central question. You're quite right. And in my understanding of it, again, influenced by this French critical tradition of which I was a student, it's very important to understand the way law presenting itself as apolitical and rational is in fact part of the political practice of a society, which doesn't mean that it's exactly the same as electoral politics, but it is a political practice. And like all political practices, it can be a practice that reinforces domination and oppression, or it can be practiced, and it is practiced in every country by some people, by some lawyers, as a way of opposing domination and oppression. So yes, and in France there is a significant subcategory of the legal profession who sees their legal commitments as commitments to social transformation, and those are the people with whom I feel the strongest connection.
What is your message, your main message you would like to give to the Sciences Po students?
I'd like to give them the message that I'm also very troubled about the state of Europe. I shall say a word or two when I speak about the challenges to my country, which is increasingly on the periphery of the European political debate. But I shall also say that there is much life in the Franco-British relationship, including in the field of defence, but also at the level of people.